Namaskar, welcome to IMD in its weekly weather discussion. So in this discussion, we will discuss about weather during last week and outlook for next 2 weeks. So last week, two western disturbances (WDs) impacted parts of North India, starting from Northwest India, then Central India, East India, and Northeast India. So accordingly, we have mentioned here this significant synoptic systems and significant weather during past week over the country. So under the influence of an intense western disturbance and its induced cyclonic circulation, which attained the intensity of induced low pressure area for a single day, impacted parts of northwest India, including western Nimar region. And the weather has been observed this part of the country during the beginning of the week. And this system moved rather fast, and during its course of movement east north eastwards, rainfall thunderstorm activity over parts of east and northeast India also experienced. So this system has caused isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall also over western parts of Uttar Pradesh, and isolated heavy rainfall activity over parts of east and northeast India. Isolated hailstorm activity also reported from parts of east India. Under the influence of another western disturbance, immediately followed parts of western Himal region, and that have experienced isolated to scattered rainfall snowfall activity during the remaining part of the week. And under the influence of their induced cyclonic circulation, isolated to scattered rainfall activity observed over parts of northwest India and adjoining areas of Madhya Pradesh towards the end of the week. And isolated heavy rainfall has also been realized, and isolated hailstorm activity also reported from the western parts of Uttar Pradesh on a single day, along with the thunderstorm activity. So accordingly, we have mentioned this movement of different two western disturbances in this diagram, and also induced cyclonic circulation has mentioned here. That was during 3rd to 5th, and accordingly, I have mentioned here. So this is shows the movement of two different WDs and date wise, and also some minor systems like this trough was running from this parts of Haryana to this Bihar across Uttar Pradesh, and also one north-south trip was running from this induced cyclonic circulation of western parts of Rajasthan to this North Indian Karnataka during the period of 7th and 8th February. And one cyclonic circulation yesterday was over southwest Bay of Bengal, and today now lies over Common area and Road. And accordingly, so I have mentioned that two western disturbances affected parts of country during the last week. So we will discuss also in detail about the realized rainfall and this rainfall amount over different parts of the country date wise in forthcoming slides. So this is the weekly rainfall map during 3rd to 9th February 2022. So from here in different this rain scale, you can see that in different color codes I have mentioned in regions also. You can see that this parts of western region, then parts of northwestern plains, and then this Uttar Pradesh, this Bihar, and accordingly North Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, North Odisha, Gangetic West Bengal, and Northeast India reported light to moderate rainfall and isolated heavy rainfall at one or two places during the week, as already mentioned. So accordingly, this is rainfall I have put here for better understanding. However, we will discuss date wise in some of the significant rainfall over different parts of the country. So accordingly, this on 3rd of this February, you can see that in Assam, Meghalaya, Somaliland, West Bengal, and Sikkim, western parts of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh met subdivisions reported light to moderate rainfall. And on 4th, also Gangetic West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, East Uttar Pradesh, West Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, met subdivisions, and Himachal Pradesh and Chhattisgarh met subdivisions reported light to moderate rainfall. And on 5th also, you can see that Assam, Meghalaya, Somaliland, West Bengal, and Sikkim, Gangetic West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, and Himachal Pradesh reported light to moderate rainfall. You can see here in this Bihar on fifth, this one of the station Gohana and Ramnagar reported 9 centimeter rainfall. And on 4th of February, this western parts of Uttar Pradesh, this Mirganj reported 16 centimeter rainfall, that is very heavy rainfall. And on 6th, this Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, met subdivision, that is parts of northeast India, reported light to moderate rainfall, and heavy rainfall has been reported at this parts of Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, met subdivision, 9 centimeter. And on 7th, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Arunachal Pradesh, Somali West Bengal, Jammu Kashmir, and Kerala and Mahi reported light, and in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, moderate rainfall has also been observed on 7th. And on 8th, Andaman and Nicobar Islands had to be reported 4 centimeter, and on 9th again, under the influence of another western disturbance, as already mentioned, this western parts of Uttar Pradesh reported in Amroha station reported a 9 centimeter rainfall. In Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi also light to moderate rainfall reported on 9th of February, and Himachal Pradesh, West Rajasthan, and East Rajasthan, both met subdivisions also reported light to moderate rainfall under the influence of second WD. And as far as because this is a winter season, so fog has also been observed during different parts of the North India, like dense to very dense fog in isolated pockets reported over this Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh, dense fog in isolated pockets over Uttar Pradesh, North Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Maharashtra, and Assam, Meghalaya. And on 5th of February, dense to very dense fog in isolated pockets reported over Haryana, Chandigarh, West Rajasthan, and dense fog in isolated pockets over Punjab, Uttarakhand, Delhi, East Uttar Pradesh, and Meghalaya. Cold day to severe cold day conditions also observed in isolated pockets over Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh, and cold day conditions in isolated pockets over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, and Himachal Pradesh met subdivisions. And on 6th of February, dense to very dense fog reported in many parts of East Uttar Pradesh and Punjab, and in isolated pockets over Haryana, that is Chandigarh, West Uttar Pradesh, and dense fog in isolated pockets over Uttarakhand and Northwest Rajasthan and Assam. And severe cold day conditions prevailed in some parts of Uttar Pradesh, and cold day conditions prevailed in isolated pockets over Haryana, Delhi, Bihar, and West Madhya Pradesh. Cold wave conditions also recorded on 6th of February. Cold wave conditions in isolated pockets over East Madhya Pradesh, Vidarbha, and Odisha. On 7th, dense to very dense fog in some pockets over East Uttar Pradesh and in isolated pockets over East Bihar, and moderate to dense fog in isolated pockets over Jammu Division, Uttarakhand, West Uttar Pradesh, Somali West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam, Meghalaya, and Tripura. Cold wave conditions prevailed in isolated pockets over East Uttar Pradesh on 7th of February, and cold day conditions prevailed in some parts of East Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, and in isolated pockets over western parts of Uttar Pradesh. On 8th of February, dense to very dense fog in isolated pockets over East Uttar Pradesh, moderate to dense fog in isolated pockets over West Uttar Pradesh, West Rajasthan, and Sub-Saharan West Bengal and Sikkim. And severe cold day conditions also prevailed at most places over Terai region of East Uttar Pradesh. And on 9th, cold day conditions observed in many places of Terai region of East Uttar Pradesh, and fog observed morning hours, dense fog in isolated pockets over Odisha. So this is about the dense fog and cold day and cold wave conditions during last week. And now go to the rainfall map during past last week and also seasonal rainfall. So right hand side map is seasonal rainfall and left hand side map is showing weekly rainfall. You can see that these parts of North India reported under the influence of last week this good amount of rainfall. Accordingly, dark blue color is shown here, and as a overall season, you can see that most parts of the country is reporting dark blue color. This showing large excess amount of rainfall, except these parts of interior Maharashtra and also this Karnataka and Kerala and Lakshadweep area. So accordingly, as far as weekly rainfall is concerned, departure wise, so east and northeast India reported 244 departure, and northwest India reported 34% positive departure, central India 0 departure, and south peninsula minus 82. So you can say that east and northeast India reported good amount of rainfall during past week departure wise, and as a overall season, you can say that this overall country as a whole, you can seasonal 108% positive, and if we by homogeneous region by, then east and northeast India for a season 94% positive, northwest India 105 positive, central India 145 positive, and south peninsula 101 positive. So all these homogeneous regions reported positive departures for your overall season. So this is the cyclogenesis possibility. So no cyclogenesis formation is likely over North Indian Ocean during next 2 weeks. Accordingly, two figures are mentioned here. And this is 5 days warning map, already today discussed in daily weather video also. So accordingly, we can see that today this thunderstorm activity possibility is over east and northeast India, and fog conditions and cold conditions over Uttar Pradesh, and this Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, fog conditions over east Rajasthan, that is northeast Rajasthan, and tomorrow fog conditions over Uttar Pradesh, and day after tomorrow also this fog condition is likely over this Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, and on subsequent 2 3 days also, that is during 12 to 15 as well, over Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. So this is about 5 days weather warning map. Now go to the today's synoptic system. As already mentioned, that today WD is roughly running 82 degree east and latitude 27 degree north, and a trough is running from Bihar to North India, Karnataka, across Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Telangana at 1.5 km above mean sea level. This is shown here by red color, and also the cyclone circulation, as already mentioned, study advice over southwest Bay of Bengal now lies over this common area and neighborhood at 3.1 km above mean sea level. So this is today's prevailing synoptic system over different parts of the country, and this is extended range forecast anomaly rainfall and forecast rainfall anomaly based on extended range forecast from our numerical weather prediction models. Accordingly, we will discuss about in detail this rainfall for week 1, that is during 10 to 17 February 2021. So this western disturbance today lies over this in mid and upper troposphere westerlies roughly 82 and 27 degree north, and it runs from Bihar to North India, Karnataka, as earlier mentioned. So under the influence of this isolated to scattered light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorm and lightning very likely over Assam and West Bengal and Sikkim during next 2 days, and over Jharkhand, Bihar, Gangetic, West Bengal and Odisha on 10th of February 2022, and is scattered to fairly widespread rainfall with thunderstorm and lightning very likely over Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, Meghalaya during next 2 days, and isolated hailstorm also likely over Assam and Meghalaya on 11 February 2022, and strong winds of the order of 25 to 35 kmph very likely over Punjab, Haryana and West Uttar Pradesh during next 2 days. And under the influence of fresh feeble western disturbance, isolated to scattered light to moderate snowfall rainfall very likely over Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand on 13th and 14th February 2022. We are regularly monitoring western disturbance. We will update in different daily weather bulletins and daily weather video also. And then isolated to scattered rainfall is also likely over Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Karaikal, Kerala, Mahe, Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands during most days of the week. And isolated thunderstorm with lightning also likely over Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Karaikal and Kerala during first half of the week. And dry weather very likely over remaining parts of the country during most days of the week. Overall, we can say that rainfall activity is very likely to be below normal over western region and adjoining plains, and above normal over extreme southern peninsula. And rainfall forecast for week 2. So under the influence of a western disturbance, scattered to fairly widespread light to moderate rainfall, snowfall very likely over western Himalayan region, and light isolated to scattered rainfall over plains of northwest India during first half of the second week, and light to moderate isolated to scattered rainfall thunder shower is very likely over east and northeast India during second half of the second week, and light to moderate isolated to scattered rainfall is very likely over extreme south peninsular India during most days of the second week. Overall, we can say that precipitation activity is likely to be below normal over most parts of western region, and normal to above normal over east and northeast India and extreme south peninsular India. So this is about the rainfall forecast, that is outlook for week 2. So accordingly, also this is extended in forecast for minimum temperature. We will discuss in detail also here in textual permit. So minimum temperature and cold wave and cold day conditions and fog conditions we will discuss for week 1. So this gradual fall in minimum temperature by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius very likely over most parts of northwest India during next 2 days, and gradual rise by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius thereafter. And gradual fall in minimum temperature by 3 to 5 degrees Celsius very likely over most parts of central and east India during next 3 days, and no significant change thereafter. So cold day to severe cold day conditions very likely in isolated pockets over Uttar Pradesh during next 2 days, and cold day conditions very likely in isolated pockets over Uttarakhand during next 2 days. So dense to very dense fog conditions very likely in isolated pockets during night and morning hours over Uttar Pradesh during most days of the week, and dense fog conditions very likely over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Northeast Rajasthan during next 24 hours, and over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi during 13th and to 15th February 2022. And as far as wave are concerned, no significant cold wave conditions very likely over any parts of the country during the first week. Now go to the temperature forecast for second week. There is likely gradual rise in minimum temperature over most parts of the country as compared to week 1, and these are likely to be below normal by 1 to 3 degrees Celsius over most parts of the country except South Peninsular India, where these minimum temperatures are likely to be above normal by 1 to 3 degrees Celsius. And in this second week also, no cold wave condition is likely over any parts of the country. Thank you. So it is again requested kindly download our different apps, that is Mosam app, Damini app and Begnud app, and follow us on our website, that is mosam.imd.in, and also on our social media pages like Facebook and Twitter, and also kindly see our videos regularly for weather updates. Thank you. We will meet again in another episode of this weekly weather discussion on next week. Thank you. Till then, bye bye.